Hello everyone, welcome into another episode of Last Protagonist Plays Octopath Traveler. I hope you guys are doing well as always. On last night's stream, we started Therion's Chapter 4 and completed that, so by the power of friendship, he remains a thief and no valuable lessons were learned. And after that, I decided to explore the world a bit to open the path to the Chapters 4 for I think Alphen and Ulbrich. I think those two were nearby. And in the midst of doing that, I ran into this cavern where we've run into a super enemy, which I will call Gilgamesh. And she beat me once. It was a pretty long fight. She's extremely tanky. I don't know if I will beat her without having to reconfigure the party, so Vinhild, I don't know. Here we go. Anyway, without horns, nice to see you again. How goes it?
This should be fun.
So I remember she was weak to daggers, ice, and wind to begin with. I think I should just start by buffing up my characters and debuffing the boss.
Sorcery.
Oh man. She almost beat me up.
Glacius. Closet. Here we go.
Wait. Whose poison she is? That's annoying, man. I'm gonna have to spend the turn fixing her up.
Just what you need.
Hope this gets me another job. I was gonna make an employment joke, but it wasn't coming fast enough. Alright, I think I should delay her now.
Better than a snare.
I probably should have put the dancer subclass back on him. Center doesn't really help him out right now. Yeah, I definitely should have done that. Yeah.
Use this.
Letting the hunt begin.
Don't want to waste my BP and stuff just yet.
A miracle indeed.
All right.
Still need to really debuff this guy. Damn it, I do need the dancer. Oh, we could just do that.
That'll do her.
Hey, Katie, nice to see you again. How did your easy exam go? Did you arrive at the right time?
I see through your defenses.
What
next?
a jerk.
A miracle indeed.
All right.
So she will counter me unless I use something that doesn't actually trigger that. So, I'm poison. You know, let's just start giving ourselves a bunch of BP.
Alrighty. Need some of this?
Victory shall be mine.
Alright, so his physical attack is still up for now. That's good. No. Well, actually, this might be smart to do this now.
Ensnare them! Victory shall be mine.
I screwed up.
Watch my blade dance.
Come in, if thou darest.
Switch to Shadow too, isn't it? It is.
My turn.
Hey, Mao, nice to see you again. And Chadwick, welcome back. How are you both tonight?
I'm ready. Try this.
I am struggling a little bit against this lady.
Bring it on.
I might just need to restart already because I forgot to save it before I switched around with Therion. Yeah, I'm just gonna exit out now, and then I'll make Ulbrich also a dancer. So give me immunity, fighting a Hindu god, something like that. Although her name is Vinihild or Winhild, so she doesn't exactly come across as the most stereotypical Hindu deity. There we go. KD, now you have another exam. Sorry to hear that. That one will be more of a pain. Why is that? Oh yeah, and you said your other one went well. Get away from the sound effects real quick. I did not really get away. Where is the dancer? Put that tube top back on, baby. Occasionally puts target to sleep. Maybe this will be good. Decreases their attack. That might be the actual route to go. I think I'm fine with him being a scholar. I kind of want her to be a thief again. But having a cleric is too useful. Almost forgot. I think instead of this, I want the weak thing. Increases damage dealt when striking a foe's weak point. So he's going to go in deep with the HP and SP stealing, I guess. Hey, Meow Laser and Galamoth, welcome back, you guys. Mao, you made a fun discovery. Your name's etymology means man of light or son of light and strength. No, it doesn't. It just means supernatural overlord.
Victory shall be mine.
What a jerk. Alright, so Katie, your new professor is going to be more of a pain. They were good at teaching They were good at teaching fellow, towards whom you have no ill will, nor do you wish ill on them. Not sure the relevance of that right now. Oh yeah, he's not a hunter anymore.
Use this.
Here goes nothing.
I have to start with the damn hired help.
The best one you can buy.
Letting the hunt begin.
Your mom's name is the one who brings light, and your father is the one who rules with strength, so your name fits well. Your sister is the bearer of light. Are you all named after Lucy's? Now, Laser, your real name's kind of cat-related as well. Don't dox yourself, guys.
A miracle indeed.
Indeed.
Letting the hunt begin. Better than a snare.
Well, that's annoying, but
Battle is truly joy.
kind of will work out. Why does it hit so damn much?
Failed.
That's what I'm here for. I'll take this.
Mal's name is Lucius, you're calling it? Lucius Malfoy. At least he got his turn back. For now.
Bring it on. Try this.
Letting the hunt begin.
I don't have any way to break her right now. Just one. Damn it, no.
Holding back nothing. A miracle indeed.
My turn. I appreciate it, really.
Wait. Why was she not weak to daggers?
Have I failed?
Letting the hunt begin. We rise.
Does she
again.
stance change?
Here we go. best that money can buy. What the?
This is super scuffed. I don't even know what to do.
Use this.
Mao's family sounds like a bunch of token elves. Mao has a real database of evidence for when someone would want to dox him. You're not wrong there. We do know a lot about him over the course of the years.
Holding back nothing.
Shucks. Need some of this?
Out of my way. I see through the fences.
Have at you. My blade, I wreak havoc upon thee.
Hey, Ulfer, nice to see you again.
Shucks.
Spend all our money.
Befelden, bring us fortune.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I actually used the wrong thing. I meant to summon help. Just kind of spaced out. She's about to hit.
Better than a snare. Coming, if thou darest.
This is so annoying.
We rising again.
Should have just used an item. That was dumb as hell.
Let the lion dance.
Out of my way.
And I guess we'll do more this way. I should have given him more elemental power. KD, if you were 1% more unemployed, you'd take that as a challenge to not try and find Mao.
Delicious.
Yeah, I'd be very careful about that, Mao. If people can find Shia LaBeouf
Yes.
super easily, they can definitely find you.
Try this.
Victory shall be mine. Hear the song.
What next? Trying this.
Plot twist, the hunter lady doesn't speak archaic English, she's just Dutch. Oh. Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Let's do this.
You're too.
Have at you. My blade is I wreak havoc upon thee.
Ye gads.
Alrighty. The best
Letting the hunt begin. Holding back nothing. A miracle indeed.
Bro, she still one-shots Ulberich. That's so damn annoying.
Need some of this?
Hey, Stella, nice to see you again.
Coming, if thou darest.
The Shia LaBeouf, the Shia LaBeouf capture the flag saga. I mean, if there's any reason to not give any information out on the internet, that is a big one.
Using this.
out of my way.
Glacius.
Clutch it.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Using this. Oh.
Really?
Have at you. Use this.
Bring it on.
Oh, I know my issue, duh.
The best I can buy.
Out of my way.
Didn't have that buff up. That hurt a lot.
Let's do this. I appreciate it. Really.
Bring it on.
Was she weak to spears then?
Need some of this?
Victory shall be mine.
Okay, do you notice the hunter uses infinitives for imperatives? Stella, you're hard to find online. Your mom isn't, though. Is she on the Facebooks? Galamoth, you don't exist. No social media footprint? But also you wouldn't care if you did get doxxed. That is truly OPSEC, isn't it? You can't dox, so it's out in the open, Chadwick.
I see through your defenses.
If you say so, Mr. Real Name Chadwick J. Dillon. What a mean lady.
A miracle indeed.
Have at you.
So she's not weak to that. Let's try spears.
Death by 1,000
No.
cuts.
I didn't notice she'd gone into the counter stance.
Ye gads.
And this fight's annoying.
Try this.
Whoa! Glacius. Clocked.
Now Ulbrich doesn't have his defensive buff either, or his offensive one.
A miracle indeed. Come in, if thou darest. Better than a snare.
There's a teaser for Silksong DLC just dropped. Another one? They did one last night. You're a day late, Mao.
Victory shall be mine.
Bring it on. Try this.
Letting the hunt begin.
Wait, that gave us all extra defense? Ooh, that's quite nice. Okay.
Using this.
Here we go.
That's strength and defense, isn't it? Okay. So then we could stall even more.
Need some of this?
Now then.
No, he's already buffed up. She might hit me again.
Hear the song.
Out of my way. Out of my way. I'm ready. You're too kind.
Have at you. My blade is I wreak havoc upon thee.
What next? Come,
Ulbrich might die for this.
cowering before the huntress.
All right.
Wait a second. We're all about to get... Our defense is lost. I've got to change my plan.
The best money can buy.
Oh no.
Glacius. Clocked.
Bring it on.
Use, not using. Use is an imperative. Using would be an infinitive. Yeah, I don't feel like their use of archaic English is the most accurate. Some YouTuber made a video talking about the lifeblood in Silksong, and at some point he said the only way to know more would be if a DLC came out, and then literally the next day it was announced. Galamoth, you didn't know how much cut Silksong content was out there just floating around? You've seen quite a few people speculate on Lifeblood being part of a later DLC, actually. It makes sense, because, I mean, it was even in the first game, and it was just kind of chilling.
Don't get carried away.
The second one.
No.
Could increase an ally's speed. Yeah, so I did misread that. That is only
The hunt
defense.
beginneth.
Not both.
A miracle indeed.
Have at you.
I don't trust this lady.
I think not.
Out of my way.
Man, I really need to break her as soon as possible. We could do 4 total.
He gets. Alrighty. That'll do her.
Guardian Lion Dog.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe it makes the most sense to have Haunted die to the poison. And then get revived.
Using this.
Because I'd need to waste a turn to use a healing item on her anyway.
No thing.
The hell is she weak to? Well, it should have been something silly like arrows. Galamoth, you didn't know how to use less and fewer properly until last year? Is English not your first language, Galamoth? Yes, Mao, there are certainly correct ways to use words.
I think not.
All right.
I don't know if this will give her
Try
max
this.
HP, because she... Oh, it does!
That's the big idea.
Witchery.
She's in counter position.
Shucks.
That was 5,000. I need to... No, we did... Oh, that's why. The Keelan Horn reduced all of our defenses. This is disastrous.
Here.
The battle is truly joined.
If I do anything with Alpin, he'll die. But I think I just need to go for that regardless. No point healing when defending makes the better sense.
I think not.
Here goes nothing. Yeah. The best one you can buy.
Oh, she didn't counter? Or was that the counter? No. She obtained all weapons?
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Oh no, so I'm gonna lose. She's not weak to bows, so is she weak to swords? Is this not the same?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I expected that much.
Have at you. Have I failed?
I'm so confused because yesterday I'm pretty sure she was weak to daggers. Am I losing my mind? Maybe I am. Mal, you're Brazilian who learned English by watching gameplay videos on YouTube? Doesn't mean what they were saying was right or proper. So I just need a lot more physical defense. Speed doesn't matter, this thing is so fast. It's funny I have all the speed gear on him and he's still not even that fast. He doesn't use a ton of SP actually. Well, here we go again. Yeah, English definitely does have a lot of seemingly random rules. I do not envy anybody who is trying to learn English as a second language.
You ready for this?
Especially with how many irregular verbs we have.
The battle is truly joined.
And the way that we count things is terrible as well. Okay, so we can augment somebody else's defense.
Hear the song.
I see your defenses.
Have I?
So annoying.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I don't know, I didn't have full HP. Oh, maybe she started the battle and hit me and I wasn't looking. That's happened every single time.
Using this.
The irony is it kind
Bring
of
it on.
doesn't matter because I would have needed to use a healing item anyway, and that's a waste of a turn. Verbs all have different forms. It's just modern English dropped most of them. It's very simple. It is not very simple.
How do you like this?
Oh, so you can do that twice. Okay.
Out of my way.
What next?
So we can use this turn to buff up, essentially. Then we get a free turn following that.
Never missing.
Bring it on.
Galamoth, is there rule and explanation for why through, tough, and though all sound completely different? I mean, there probably is, but not like a rule, but there's certainly an explanation. But you'd need to look into the etymology of all three of the words and try to figure out when they were introduced into English or developed in English, and then you'd get your answer there. But as for why spelling is the way that it is beyond me for many things. And then welcome back in, Platinum Chip. Galamoth, the wildly inconsistent spelling would be the hardest part of it learning English. It can be. It's tough even for native speakers. Mao, you think there's a very limited way to construct a phrase in English? English is extremely versatile. I would disagree with that. Let's concoct again. Do the BP thing.
Try this.
Now then. Let the lion dance.
Here goes nothing.
I know I should have
Alrighty.
paid and gotten the merchant buff, but I forgot.
The best thing you can buy.
So apparently buffing Alphen's offense does not affect the hired help, unfortunately.
My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Come in, if thou darest. Come in, a miracle indeed.
Let's do this. I appreciate it. Really.
He gets. The best thing you can buy.
Letting my arrow fly and true. A miracle indeed.
Now then.
Over the irregular verbs have strange forms because they're the most commonly used, so people remember the changes. Mao, writing beautiful is hard for you to remember, together with through. So beautiful is definitely a French root, which is why it's so different.
Out of my way.
Glacius.
Closet.
Have at you. Out of my way.
What next?
Don't know what I want to do. She doesn't really use elemental style attacks. So I could use this opportunity to buff somebody's BP, somebody that I'll use a lot of BP from. I guess Alphen's fine for now. I could get a lot of BP to Therion and then use his armor breaking thing. That probably makes the most sense right now.
Using this.
Let's do this. I see through the defenses. Bring it on. A tempest comes.
Why didn't I heal him?
Out of my way. The battle is truly joined.
I'd like him to counterattack with the dagger to potentially weaken her offenses. Stella, you remember how to spell beautiful because of Bruce Almighty? I don't remember that part of the movie. I think I saw it like once, not too long after it came out. KD, learning why strong verbs exist was one of the most fascinating discoveries you made recently. I guess I'll need to look into that myself. Beautiful has no R, but why do you have it on the pronunciation? We certainly do not have it.
Use this.
My turn.
I was half expecting a Yatargas. We could break her now. Oh no, we could wait. So we'll have a free turn following that. So anything I want to do now? Give him some more BP for the follow-up.
I'll take this.
Letting the hunt begin. Better than a snare.
All right.
Put him poison her for now. Well, let's give us some more BP.
Try this.
But those guys are all buffed still.
Now then. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
All right. Let's get down to work. The best that we can buy.
Letting the hunt begin.
Authority leg gold trapped her.
A miracle indeed.
Out of my way. I'm ready. Are you? There.
What next?
Oh, I've got an idea.
Using this.
Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing.
Now then,
Stella, you're so confused by that observation. To Brazilians, it's very clear to the point of having jokes about. Well, to Brazilians, they need to get their ears checked for corn. Beautiful. Where is the R?
my blade is I wreak havoc upon thee!
Bring it on.
Okay, cool. She hasn't turned into her evil demon form just yet. Occasionally slows targets.
How do you like this?
Now then, hear the song.
It replaces the T apparently. Beautiful?
Fire of
What?
science.
Beautiful. Bueller? Stella, you can see how it could sound like a D instead of a T depending on the accent? Yeah. I was half expecting like the Japanese misunderstanding where they can't differentiate between L's and R's very easily. Yes, that's what Chadwick is saying too. Beautiful? Beautiful? I don't know. Beautiful. Although, to be fair, the Japanese R can kind of sound more like a D. Let's just be safe. Get her overhealed.
A miracle indeed.
Send soul.
My turn.
Send soul.
Have at you.
We should be able to make this work.
Here we go. How do you like this?
Letting my arrow fly and true. Trying this. Coming, if thou darest. Never missing.
Here goes nothing. Alrighty. The best thing I can buy.
Now then. I played it. I wreak havoc upon thee.
25,000, sweet.
Out of my
Oh
way.
no, I didn't realize our defensive buff fell off. This could be pretty disastrous.
Alrighty. I appreciate it.
She's at red life. Ooh, it's 100.
Out of my way.
Alright, we've been given a brief amount of time. I think I'll be able to hit the 12 out of the way. I'm very careful here. 3, 5. Yeah.
Alright.
Hopefully it does it twice. I don't think it will.
How do you like this?
No, that was only one. We're screwed. I'm out of the dusts.
If thou
Because I was too much of a
darest.
cheap skate. My skates were cheap.
Better than a snare.
Damn. Hear the song. Damn. Hear the song.
What next?
Yeah, Lamouth, you can't roll your R's. Mario comes out as Mardio. Mario. Mao, you're confused by how D came to the picture? Because it's in between an L and an R, in a way. So, for example, Ra-ri-ru-de-ro starts to sound a little bit more like a D. And if you go La-li-lu-le-lo, it's very different. So, in between the two, it's Ra-ri-ru-de-ro. And the more you kind of voice it, it's Da-di-du-de-do. Stella, you do the double T, the aspirated T, meaning becoming a D thing? Yeah, same here. You gotta say it right. Exactly, Chadwick. Guilty as charged. Galamoth, you can't whistle either. You think you're just bad at things? I kind of wish I could change my physiology to be like somebody who thinks that they can't whistle, to know if it's actually like something with the way that their mouth is, or if they just haven't figured out the trick for them. Because I can whistle, but my sister allegedly cannot. I could also whistle out of my hands. Or rather, using my hands. Damn it, we're not going to get this done. So I might just have to accept that Ulbrich could be a bit of a lost cause here. Unless I have something that only hits once. That's what she was weak to, wasn't it? I forgot!
Here we go.
Okay, we're safe. Actually safe. I was freaking out for literally no reason because I am the best. So let's go ahead and use the BP giver to him as well.
Try this.
I think this might be one of those situations that warrants it.
Now then. I play Isan. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Oh no, she has full HP. Or not full HP, but the defenses.
Let's do this. I see through the defenses. Here goes nothing.
Alright, you veteran soldier, you better do the trick.
The best I can give
Got her! Only had to pay 120,000.
up. Try again.
Correction, 100,000. Unto thee who hast proven thy worth, I impart the lost secrets of the heavens. You unlocked War Master as a secondary job. Vinheld's Wisdom. Obtained War Master as a secondary job. Let's save it before we get scraped. Now, the double D sound we guys do is made in Portuguese by R. See, this is all a mistake on your part here. To say that it sounds like R when you're talking in English makes it sound completely different than your Portuguese R. So this entire topic of discussion was a nothing burger. And also, welcome back in, Global. Nice to see you. Yeah, instead of Saturday, it's Saturday. Global Saturday. Not really, but it's fun to say it like that. What? KD, you'll say British and Australian English are the best English, and the rest is some peasant rabble. Or babble. Alright, so let's check out what this new Yob does. Oh, that looks super cool. Look at all these AoE things. Like, what ability types are them? All of them. Damn, War Master is beast mode. So let's see the skills. Unleash a polearm attack on a single foe. Dagger attack on all foes. Staff on all. Bow on a single. Wait, that was a bow? Unleash an attack on a foe using a weapon of your choice. The weapon will be destroyed? What? Alright, so I did just save it. I'm just going to go ahead and buy everything just to see what the support things unlock, and then I might restart. Winheld Battlecry. Wield 6 weapons to unleash 6 attacks on all foes. Mastered War Master is a secondary job. It took forever, but we did it. Extra experience, whatever. Equipping this skill with multiple characters will have no added effect. Oh, so this is for the party, not an individual? Okay. Stalwart Defense increases defense by 50. Fortitude, deal more damage the lower your current HP is. Physical Prowess augments physical attack and defense during battle. Huh. I'm trying to think what would be the best Warbringer class. Maybe the Thief, because that way we could steal SP. Or Tressa with the merchant thingy? But then the question is, if I make him into a War Master, whom should I put the sorcerer stuff on? I could bring back in Ophelia and swap out Hanet for Ophelia, and then make Ophelia the scholar off job, secondary job. But she doesn't have any JP. I probably should have had her in the party a long time ago. Anyway. Stella said, is this how we represent sounds with letters confusion thing? Yes. From Mao's point of view, we're the weird ones, because even in other Romance languages, this is also an R sound. Well, checkmate, brother, because English is not a Romance language. It is Germanic. Chadwick, a lot of folks around there use the D sound for days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, wasn't there a coworker that worked with Ted Bundy that would literally say to him on Friday every week, see you Monday, Bundy? And that person was not one of the victims somehow. Using the Latin alphabet? That's not really a counterpoint, because we also use Arabic numerals. You think English's strength is its originality, brother? Oh, hell no. It's all about what we steal from others. We steal it and we make it worse. That's what we're best at. Like spices. Or rather, the lack thereof. Wait, is this why her attack was so bad? Because of the Forbidden Staff? Anyway, let's just move on.
You won't feel a thing.
Come in, if thou darest. Raining arrows up on them.
Have at you.
Clock it. Bring it on.
I wonder if he's weak to axes then. Nope.
Out of my way.
Ooh la la, Catholic Europe. Yeah, Mao, do you want us to use Cyrillic instead? Is that what you want? Yeah, sound values are not equivalent across languages. They're not even equivalent within a language, depending on accent and region and pidgin, things like that.
I appreciate it. Really?
Letting the hunt
Let's see what this baby can do.
Windhill, fight for this.
I like how the mace did 17 damage. It does have negative 100 for its base. Damn it. I'm gonna really need to think about what I want for Hanet. If I even want to keep her in the party anymore. Well, actually, she might be fine like this. Because she can heal with her beast abilities. And those don't cost SP. Now I think it might make the most sense to have Ulrich be the Warbringer. Yeah, so I'll make him my Warbringer, because his other class, the Dancers, doesn't really do much for him. Then the question is, do I leave Hanet as the Cleric? I did really like her job sprite as the Warbringer, though. War Master. Looks like Orin. Damn it. Sorry, Stella, we have to reset the counter. Here's the real Orin. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Orin! Orin! Wah! That's what Titus says. I don't like that this hits all foes rather than 2-on-1. I wish it was similar to that boss fight, because that boss is kicking my butt. Do I even need this? No, but it's fun. She never uses the axe. Where's this speed thingy? He'll need the SP again. Good enough. Right, Olbert looks badass as the War Master. I do kind of wish their field sprites changed as well. But then I also would have hated it if I had Olbert as the tube top wearer before.
Then be hunted.
Victory.
So I wish you could choose between the jobs that you've mastered or something. That'd be pretty nice compromise. Alright. Let me catch up what you guys are saying. You guys are popping off. Had to do all that inventory management. Just hear European Portuguese next to Brazilian, you wouldn't think they're the same language. That's true. They're actually treated as different languages by some schools. Not like literally different languages, but they're not taught as one unit, essentially. Stella, unless it's the IPA, just accept that there's no consistency. That's kind of the way to do it, I think. If you really want to get particular with pronunciations, you'd want to rely on IPA. But even that is still dependent on regional differences. Like for me, being from Chicago, there's certain words that I don't say like other people. I think 100 might be one of those words. Instead of actually saying 100, if I'm not thinking about it, I will slur it into just being 100. Stuff like that. Okay. 5 to 10 sword attacks against random foes.
The dog fights hard.
I did like the double sword icon on all of that.
Bring it on. This calls for surgery. My turn. Gracious.
Come in, if thou darest. Yeah.
They're not talking about Cromwell, the partner from Dark Souls 2. Nope. I was gonna say Cromwell from Suikoden 2, and then I remembered that's Crowley. Similar names, Cromwell and Crowley. I always confused the two, to be honest. Because one was based off of a real-life fake sorcerer, the other one was, not.
Holy strike, striking true.
Out of my way. What's yours is mine.
The battle is truly joined. Anger not, tiger.
Oh man. Tiger Rage
With each
is all the
battle,
rage.
I grow stronger.
I think the winning play might be to have Ulberich set up as a mercenary merchant. SP saver. Damn it, he need a lot more JP for that. Okay, how the hell do I get out of here? Oh, there it is.
Now, let us hunt him.
Have at you.
Letting the hunt beginning. The light is my friend.
Bring it on.
Victory shall be mine. The dog fights hard.
Did you just say the dog fights hard? What is that?
Thy wounds are healed.
Out of my way.
Here goes nothing.
Sweet to bows.
Here we go. Alrighty, that'll do her.
Have at you.
My turn. What? Dude, I appreciate it. Really?
That seems stinkier than I
The
thought.
hunt beginning.
I need to re-equip Therion. I forgot.
Holding back, cowering before the huntress.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Only 71 job points. Where is it? Found it. I remembered what I wanted to do on him. Yeah, I actually want to keep that, but oh well. We want to put as much SP on him as possible, so that way he recovers as much per turn as he can. I think that's how that works. We'll see how that works. There's a red chest! Not sure if I actually want to keep him as the Warbringer or not. Anyway. I keep saying Warbringer, it's War Master. This one just came from Riverford. Okay, no, that's where I need to go. I'll read that in bits.
Good day. Come on!
Let's check out the equipment shop, and then I'll go back out and explore the rest of that area. Why do spiders' bites even do that? Do what? Good enough for now. We have enough SP. Sorry about that, I was dealing with the dog. Now, to deal with the bots. Wait, some people thought a spider bite would act as an aphrodisiac? Is that the chain of conversation? Refuge ruins? There's a chest. Can't leave it alone. Alright, so now we've gotten the path for Ulbrich and Alphen. I think I might start with Ulbrich's quest for now. How the hell did I miss the apothecary shrine on the world? Spiders are prey to everything bigger than them. We see them as super predators at their scale, but they are tiny in truth. Nuh-uh, man. I've seen a spider... No, maybe that's a praying mantis. Eat a hummingbird. Oh no, the Viagra spider is super aggressive. Whatever will I do? Oh yeah, Katie?
Good day.
I usually charge a toll, but I'll waive it just this once.
Come on.
Go on before I change my mind. But don't tell anyone. Guard, a soldier who follows his lord's orders without question. Every day he stands at attention for the full duration of his watch in the hope that he will be evaluated more highly than the guard who stands beside him. That watch has gotta suck, being at attention the entire time. This is Riverford. I'd say welcome, but if you've no business here, you're not. The soldier who follows his lord's orders without question... Wait. Is that the same dude? So they have the same lore, these two guys. That's messed up. This one's age 25. That one's age 27. Okay, so at least... they are different, even though they're the same. He has fire and he had what, wind? Interesting. Fire soul stone.
Hello there.
I am a maidservant in the employ of Sir Cervantes. Unfortunately, his lordship has seen fit to leave home and go a-wandering in search of adventure. He spouted some nonsense about being a chosen something or other, then clanked off in the family armor. I do wish he had someone to accompany him and keep him safe. Is this a Don Quixote reference? Because wasn't Cervantes the author of it? Or am I misremembering? Or no, he did Dante's Inferno, didn't he? Why am I blanking? No. He was? Okay. Thank you, that horns. Oh, it was Mala's fault you mentioned the Brazilian wandering spider because it causes priapism with its bite. Ken Burns has a 6 hours documentary about it, all black and white. Oh no, he's talking about something completely different. A woman in the employ of Sir Cervantes. She has served his family since he was no more than a child, and cannot help but think of him as a younger brother. His boundless recklessness is a constant source of worry.
Oi.
Oi, less of that, unless you want to face the stake.
Huh?
Don't go telling me you're gonna revolt against the Lord. Soldier who carries out the commands of his lord without enthusiasm. He does the bare minimum to ensure that he is not judged to be derelict in his duties, at least no more than the guard who stands beside him. Thieving tips and tricks. He's a skater. At least this is a repeated gimmick here, that the guards just don't want to be seen as worse than the people that they're next to. Or where's the sign that doesn't let me go forward? Manse Gardens? Mal, you have a banana plantation crawling with spiders for you to be dandy? Are they full of black tarantulas? Daylight come and me one go home. How much it has to factor in the toll when coming to trade here? This merchant visits Riverford on a regular basis. In the past, the town's economy was booming, and he frequently ran into many of his business associates here. However, ever since the change in local leadership, those encounters have become fewer and farther between. A beautiful bunch of ripe banana. Ever since that new lord came along, this town's changed for the worse. The lord's mansion not far from here doesn't get many visitors. This old man originally served as a butler in the lord's manor, but lost his position when the lord was overthrown. He then resigned himself to quiet life in town and withdrew into hiding after his former colleague, the gardener, was put to death by the new lord. Aw. The new lord sounds like a jerk.
Hello.
Head east down this road to get to the residential district. I suggest you move along, and quickly. Blessed with an unbending will, the soldier has survived the most trying of times. From when the river flooded, to when fire ravaged the town, to when the lord was overthrown, in the face of these hardships, he remembered the words of his dead mother. So long as the spirit endures, all else can be rebuilt. Have to be level 55. Weak.
Greetings.
You found a square to the west with various traders around. A self-appointed leader of the downtrodden in Riverford, she looks after the poor, the persecuted, and others whose various misfortunes have laid them low. For her kindness and wisdom, she is widely respected, and even the soldiers will acquiesce to her demands. And now I can challenge that dude. Cool, okay. We'll worry about that later. We received word of a dissenter. I'm here to investigate. Ruthless soldier willing to do whatever it takes to seize riches and glory. He did not hesitate to betray his former lord the moment the man's grip on power weakened, and he has also accumulated a wealth of knowledge on his fellow guards and manor servants that he might pressure them into doing his bidding. And he's 53? What a jerk. Old enough that he needs to settle down.
No!
Get away! You'll never burn my sister at the stake! A man who lives with his sister, who he is exceedingly protective of to the point of obsession and concern of their mutual friends. Recently, however, the girl has begun to sneak out at night without his knowledge and has been overheard muttering odd words, leading others to wonder what has become of her. You know it's really bad when a Japanese game is calling into question a brother's obsessive relationship with his little sister. Stella, you'd go to Brazil to see the spiders? Mal, your plantation has bird eaters and wandering spiders? Mal, you're surprised that Brazil doesn't get the same fame as Australia because you're just as crazy? I think people know that Brazil is just as crazy, especially because of the jungles and whatnot, but Brazil is to people what Australia is to wildlife. I think. In terms of how they're perceived. Maybe you, chat, could agree or disagree with that. Like, with all due respect, Brazil is Florida, man, the country. That is a wild comparison. Is it off? Let me know if you feel differently. But to be fair, like, the most stuff that you can't say it's wrong or right, but man. It's partially just because of all the media that comes out of Brazil that hits my pages is like Florida man type videos. Stella says perception maybe. People are insane everywhere. True. Oh no! I thought I was well hidden. I beg you don't tell the Lord. A traveling merchant with a nose for civil unrest, he can be found peddling wares to both sides of any given conflict. Though he knows full well that he is profiting from man's worst impulses, he has no intention of changing his ways. What are you doing, little boy? I like how my dog knows words, certain phrases and stuff. Like, he wanted the blanket because he was uncovered, and he went and laid back down, but he was lying on top of it. So I told him he has to get up so that way he could get the blanket, and he stood up and allowed me to tuck him in, essentially. Stella, it's like how you can wear insane crap in New York because 9 million people live there. They've seen it all. No one really cares. That's true, yeah. Yeah, I said the Florida man thing is because criminals don't have the same privacy protections there. See, the comparison is apt. You always hear the wildest things about Brazilian criminals and cops. Carnage Blade occasionally decreases target's physical attack. Calamity Spear, it's whatever. Befuddling Dagger, whatever. Warhammer. Actually, this is pretty good. 40,000. I sold that Carnage Blade and I don't even need to use it?
Oh,
Oh. KD, you're torn between Necrons and the Eldar? I know virtually nothing about the Necrons other than Henry Cavill getting really excited when that one guy in the one interview said he was going Necrons. That is literally all I know about them. Platinum, you're doing bolt gun? It's like the meme all over again. Why does this dude have no interactions? Do I need other party members? Is he Quest NPC? Got the Herb of Valor. I wonder what these 3 boards are for. So I think we can go ahead and start beating people up now. Necrons are space mummies? What about space daddies? Who are them? Is this how it is? We'll have no reason to back down.
'tis a good day for battle. Have at you. The dog bites hard. Curse, which
Physical
victory
degradation.
shall be mine.
So the good news is, if we do get the BP or SP Halver, we will be able to recover all of our SP after a turn.
Victory shall be mine. Fear the spear. Now then,
I feel like I might do more just doing the 1,000 spear attacks.
by the way, it
I should have done the actual Brand's Fury or whatever it's called.
too slow. Have at you. Death by 1,000 cuts. Have at you. The battle is truly joined. Have at you. My blade is up. I wreak havoc upon thee. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Alright, so now he can dumpster 8-star opponents. 10 is the max. Sorry, I can't even check. Revitalizing gem. That's my jam. A duel ye
Let
get!
us fight with honor.
This is one of the benefits of having him be the War Master. We do have a bunch of extra attacks to try to exploit weaknesses. I should have healed myself. I did not heal to myself.
The battle is truly joined. The dog fights hard. Have at you. How about this?
I'm surprised that there's no Healing Grape L that I know of.
Victory shall be mine. Have at you. The dog bites hard. Now then.
Wait, I was already buffed. I've been wasting turns.
Havoc upon thee. Now then. The dog bites hard. Now then. Anger not the tiger. Have at you. The dog bites hard. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Adamantine shield. I won't tell bad children my secret password. The password is secret weapon. Don't forget it. More plentiful provisions. Like stealing candy from a little girl. There's a lot of NPCs standing guard in this town. Not even counting the guards, just people in front of buildings. Imagine if they continue making Space Marine games, but Thunder Warrior, Custodes, Sisters of Battle. That's a weird way to say Tyranids, but I agree.
It is a good day for battle. The battle is truly joined.
And my eye feels really sensitive right now.
The dog bites hard. Now then. Death by 1,000 cuts. Ah, the thrill of the fight.
Silver-filled pouch. We love our sensitive boy LP. I don't know, it's like the light is bothering me. But it's weird that it's just like the one eye right now. Maybe I have not been blinking enough. Wait, sprightly bracelet? Ooh. What did they not have before, but they have now? Oh, the dragon sabers. They sell those now? Whatever. Let's begin. Ulbrich. You make your way to Riverford, where you hope to find the mercenary Werner, the man behind the fall of Hornburg. The story so far. In Wellspring, Ulbrich reunited with Earhart. It was there that his erstwhile comrade had sought atonement for his deeds. The two crossed blades, and with that act the truth was told. Earhart told Ulbrich about Werner, a former sellsword, and the very man who had orchestrated the fall of Hornburg. Such a fiend is too dangerous for this world. Wait. Such a fiend is too dangerous for this world. I will stop him. I must. Gone are the doubts that plagued Ulbrich's heart. To protect the people from harm, this is why he wields his blade. As he came to Riverford, the very air was thick with unease and fear. Oh, you! If you aren't in town, get in the queue and wait your turn with the rest. You? Ah, beg your pardon. A gentleman, I presume, unless I misjudge your polished bearing. Tell me, sir, what brings you to this town?
The truth is,
I'm looking for a man.
Is that so?
Indeed. I take it this is your first visit, so let me give you some free advice. You'll be wanting to press a few leaves into the palms of the guards. There's a toll? Not a toll as such. You see the Lord here.
What?
Eh? What's that you say about a toll? I never heard naught of that before.
Hoy,
Shut your gob! And what's this tincture in your sack? Smuggler, are you?
What?
What? That ain't mine, I swear on me mother's grave. Of course it ain't. I'd suggest you confess your crimes here and now, unless you'd rather tell it to the Master at Arms. And that, good sir, is why you'll want some spare coin at the ready. But the law... Those men are the law here. Their rule is absolute, I'm sorry to say. No doubt that potion was the guard's own. Defy them at your peril. A pretext to toss you in their jail is at the ready.
what?
Does no one bring them to task for their deeds?
Afraid not.
Not I can tell you that. I do as exactly as they tell me, as should you. Punishment is swift and harsh here, both for those who have broken the law and those who have not. A handful of leaves, sir, is my advice. The more you can spare, the better. I only pray that poor traveler has the wits and means to give the soldiers what they seek. Else.
Swoons.
And what of the lord of this place? He does nothing to stop this mummery? He encourages it. You see, ever since Lord Werner took over here.
Next.
Oi! Stop prattling, stop moving! Yes, sir. 1,000 pardons. I turn. Perhaps we'll meet again inside. Aye. That's probably the way I should have gone with it. Werner is the Lord. By the gods, what happened here?
Next.
Another scruffy vagabond. Let's see what rubbish you're toting in that bag.
Whoa.
Will this do?
Ooh.
Oh, quick on the uptake, this one. Keep that up and you'll do all right in this town, mate.
Very well.
Might I ask a question, good sir? About this man, Werner.
Huh?
That's Lord Werner to the likes of you. What business could you be having with his lordship?
No.
No business, friend. Just wondering what kind of man Lord Werner is. He's been wonderful here. Best thing what ever happened in this town. Now piss off. We got work to do.
I see.
By your leave. There was fear in those eyes. A sellsword captain turned provincial lord. This Werner has certainly moved up in the world. What are you buying? What you selling? I'll buy that. Alright, hold on. Let me scroll back up. And welcome back in, Ahmed. How's it going? Let me catch up. Global, you're finally trying to figure out how to put games on your little handheld. What kind of little handheld do you have? Is it like a Steam Deck or something else? PlayStation Portable, perhaps? I used one of those. It's quite nice. Ahmed, in every RPG, the Empire is the enemy and the heroes fight the Empire. Romancing Saga 2, Uno Reverse, the player controls the army and the heroes ruin everything in the world. That's true. In other RPGs like Phantasy Star, you are the government fighting the rebels, and then you fight the overarching government. Many games are anti-establishment, aren't they? You vote that we change the word stationary to deskery? Well, you gotta remain stationary while you're right. Right? That's 2 puns for the price of 1. You're welcome. Silver clock. Interrobang. What is this? Oh, that dude's a thief. He has a scarf. Ain't never seen a pyre before? It's for his lordship's burning. Once a month some poor saps get tied to them stakes and burned alive for their sins.
Indeed.
4 this month, 4 last month, and 4 the month before that too. The law of the land it is. Used to be outlaws and rogues what got burned. But it weren't long before it was drunks and beggars up there for their slightest crimes. Shouldn't say this out loud, but nowadays all it takes is a cavil at his lordship's rule. and thus the pall that oppresses this place. No one knows who'll finger you for what, so we creep about like mice doing our best not to be noticed. Try to scarp or two, and poof! Just looking guilty of some of that'll seal the deal. So, traveler, now you know the kind of place you've fetched up into. Best finish your business and be on your way as soon as you can. Now, if you'll be excusing me. Travel banter. It's an evil thing, burning folk at the stake. This damned Werner thinks of people's lives as nothing more than firewood. Tell me this, Alphen. Do you value human life over firewood? Huh? What kind of crazy question is that? I have taken the lives of more men than I care to remember. Each time I told myself that it mattered not, that it was insignificant. The stuff we're made of, our flesh and blood, is fragile stuff. It turns to dust soon enough. Not to get too poetical, but I've always thought that the fire, the life in our bodies, goes cold too soon. So when I give folk medicine, I try my darndest to keep that fire alive. So do I value life? Damned right I do. And so should you. Of course. Sometimes in my line of work, a man can grow confused. Forget what's important. That is why I asked you, to remind me. I'm most grateful you are here, Alphen. Anytime you find yourself forgetting what matters, you just talk to Alphen, okay? Their dialogue is pretty decent. Yeah, Ulbrich kind of gets on surprisingly well with many of the characters. Feels like they definitely paid a lot more attention to his quest than many of the others. Or his character, I guess. Yeah, and so, even though I've had some pretty negative impressions on the story based on, like, what's his name? Therion and Ophelia, I feel like if somebody picked Ulbrich as their starting character, they would probably be more pleased with the game overall, but who knows, maybe I'm off base. Nobody bloomin' told me about no toll. I barely escaped a roasting at the stake. So Global, you're doing a little handheld that runs emulators, you know, to play classic freeware games. Oh yeah, my favorite of the games are free. Like EG? More like Yume Nikki. Galamoth, it's funny that you, the resident hater, started with Ulbrich. I mean, there's other reasons to not love the game, but I have a friend who loves Octopath Traveler, and Ulbrich was his main. Who knocked this person out? Without horns, Ulbrich and Primrose are the two you could pick from in the demo. Global with the huge caps Nikki mentioned. Yeah, that game messed me up back in the day. Played it shortly after Cave Story. It's pretty cool. Pretty messed up. He's gonna follow me. You? I met you in the square. What are... Listen, mate. You never seen me, all right? Is he there?
Let none escape.
He can't have gone far. Sniff him out.
Oi!
Oi, you! See anyone dodgy looking come this way? Running for dear life like as not. Dodgy? A rebel! A man plotting dark schemes against his lordship himself!
Indeed.
Sounds like a dangerous man. I did see one suspicious fellow running hard in that direction.
That's right.
That must be him! Come on, we'll corner the rat yet!
Are you hurt?
They're gone. You can breathe easy now. God's bless you, mate.
Well,
Tell me, why were they after you? Couldn't rightly say.
I see.
They said you were a rebel, that you were plotting against the Lord. Interrobang! An organized resistance could help me get close to Werner? Listen, I came to this place in search of this Werner. Are there others who fight for your cause? If you have a leader, pray, take me to him. God's teeth, are you daft? I can't be introducing strangers when I barely know. Then let me tell you more about me. I know how to swing a blade, for one. Reckoned as much. You've got that air about you. But hang me if this ain't something I could go decide it on me own. Alright, how's this? Prove you know how to use that blade of yours. There's a man back in the square what wears a red hat. He's with us, the strongest we got. If you can beat him, then I'll introduce you to the boss, alright?
As you wish.
If that's what it takes. We're being set up? But you promised me something, alright? You lose, you make yourself scarce, and never come back here again.
I see.
You have my word. I'll go on ahead and warn him. You find me when you're ready. Challenge the man in the red hat. Oofer, you once loved Yume Nikki a lot. I'm assuming you don't anymore? You said your first cosplay was Yume Nikki? That's crazy. Global to all Yume Nikki lovers, you recommend the YNO project. It's Yume Nikki with other people playing online, so it's kind of like an MMO where you can't do anything. Where you can't do anything is a hell of a way to describe something. Without horns, you don't have the patience for that game, but you love the videos you saw that talk about it. You did like Mirai Nikki a lot, though. Is that a sequel? Future Journal? Stella, you read Mirai Nikki? You could also play Yume Nikki, .flow, etc. Mirai Nikki is an unrelated manga / anime. Okay. He's the one. He is. Want to see if you can use that sword of his.
Ready when you are.
Very well. I'm ready when you are.
Where have you been?
Reggie mentioned you. You want to meet the leader, right? This dude's only a 7-star. What a chump. A battle, fair and square. 2 arms. You look a tough sort, but are you tough enough?
Let us fight with honor. Now then. The dog bites hard. Now then.
Mirai Nikki was the first yandere you'll never forget, Mao. Speak for yourself, I have no idea.
The dog bites hard.
It's about people that are forced to kill each other and have diaries that can predict the future. Sounds interesting.
Shall be mine.
Almost reminds me of this manhwa that I liked and then it became terrible and I dropped it. It's called Dice into Dreams, where essentially a kid finds a die that can reroll his real life stats because he's like got pure nat 1 rolls for every stat imaginable. And by doing side quests and stuff, he can earn more dice, but then somebody ends up stealing one of his dice by accident, or they take it, I don't really remember, and then they get to roll the dice, and then all of a sudden everybody in his school is playing with the dice, and all hell breaks loose. The pacing at the very beginning of the manhwa was phenomenal. It was so good. And then it got to certain points and just kind of fell off super hard, and it was just super bad.
Out of my way.
It's happened too many times.
Juice-Lump victory shall be mine. The dog bites hard. The battle is truly joy. The dog bites hard.
Got him.
The thrill of the fight.
There's some time loop thing, and one of the girls calls a younger version of herself. In Mirai Nikki? Well, you're surprised I've never heard of it, because it's a classic there? I mean, there's a lot of manga and anime that I just don't know about. I yield. There's no doubting this one's strength.
Indeed.
I did my part. Now it's your turn. I would meet with your leader at once. Deal's a deal. My name's Reggie, by the way. Come on, I'll take you to the den.
Ho!
Boss, got someone here you might want to meet.
Well met.
So I've heard. Welcome, sir. You may call me Harald. I understand that you are Sir Ulberic? What? How do you know my name? Word of your deeds in Wellspring reached me some time ago. Captain Bale and I speak quite often, you see.
Well,
He is a good man. But if you'll excuse me, I'll get straight to the point. I must know everything you can tell me about this Lord Werner. Of course, but perhaps you will first do me the honor of explaining what business you have with him.
Yes.
A former sellsword captain? Yes, Werner is certainly that. As the saying goes, know thine enemy. Let it suffice to say I've taken a great interest in the man's past.
indeed.
Very prudent of you.
The truth is,
Werner claims noble blood, but closer examination reveals that what titles he possesses were bought with gold. He accused the former lord of these lands of larceny and pillage, and won the support of the common folk. Even the burghers were persuaded to make common cause, and soon enough he had them proclaim him the new lord. But once he took power, that's when the terror began.
Swoons.
Terror. Death by fire for criminals, with executions held once per month. The populace initially hailed the new regime. Many were happy to see villains and blackguards get their comeuppance. But it did not end there.
Yes.
Just so. How many murders can one town harbor after all? Murderers. Pickpockets and swindlers were next. Then a dishonest merchant. Any peccadillo became a capital offense. Is this peccadillo or peccadillo? I've not seen it before. In time, mere accusation was enough to land a man on the pyre. Even the clearest calumny. And yet, by this time, no one dared raise their voice in opposition. Some had early on, but when they appeared tied to the stakes at the next burning, the rest understood that in silence lay their only hope for survival. But you resist this despot, and so do others like you. We do. Many of us have been forced to look on as family and friends falsely accused were taken by the flames. I am one of them. Werner accused the former lord of corruption, but those accusations were lies. I know, for the former lord was my father. And so I have taken it upon myself to restore his honor and name, and to free the people of this domain from Werner's tyranny. With each passing day our ranks grow. At long last we are poised ready to strike back.
Well then.
You give me reason to believe we have common cause in this undertaking. Will you join us, Sir Ulberic?
Indeed.
Even if this tyrant were not the man I seek, I'd have reason enough to join you. My sword is yours.
I am thankful.
Fair befall you, sir. Your presence gives us all courage.
Well then.
Now, without further ado, allow me to explain our plot. First, we shall launch a diversionary attack in the square and draw as many of Werner's men as we can. Then our best swordsmen shall infiltrate the Lord's mansion by way of a secret passage known only to me. That's the one with the 3 boards that I noticed immediately when I came to town. It's crazy. So secret. It is a simple enough plan, but such are the best in a revolution and war. Prepare as you will, then come to me again when you are ready to fight.
As you wish.
Understood. I will do just that. So this is how Werner chooses to rule. He thinks he can intimidate people into obedience. And he's not wrong either. But it doesn't work on everyone. Some people don't scare easy. Like you, for example. Yeah, like me. When I was a kid, I had my share of beatings from people who thought they could break me. But I'd shrug it off and vowed that no one would ever tell me what to do. You are saying Harold and his friends are also such men? Maybe. But the question is, can you trust them? The more men we can recruit to the cause, the better our chance of success. It's going to take more than just numbers. Agreed. But there are many ways to win a battle. Heh. Sounds like you have something up your sleeve. Color me interested. Don't worry, Chadwick. I don't know what they're talking about either with Mirai Nikki. Katie, that was the first time you've heard anything good about it? No joke, all you've ever heard about it was that it was awful and thought it was like a common opinion? No idea. Global, you love that they pick the most suitable short voice samples because the guy gives an impassioned speech and the response is, well then. Yeah, it's really hard for me to try to figure out how to do some of these voices because I get a bit of a snippet, and if the voice actor sounds like they're being American, but then the dialogue looks more like a Cockney, I'm like, oh man, should I just like switch midway through? I tend to forget what people's voices are like anyway, so maybe I should do that, I don't know. Which isn't to say that I've not been doing that, because I certainly have. I need to play voice-acted games while I stream, just so I don't have to voice act every line of dialogue. Am I ready? Ready enough.
Well then.
Then follow me. Chadwick sticks to Greek books. Katie saying Mirai Nikki is better than Isekai is not much of a compliment. True. But I mean, without Isekai, we would not have Inuyasha, right? Kagome! Oh god. Inuyasha! Y'all want to die? This is a sarcasm. Then play the Inuyasha drinking game where whenever they say Inuyasha or Kagome, choose one or the other. One or the other. You have to take a shot. And then try to live that 22.5-minute ordeal. Global had people join Discord and then assign characters for people to voice. That's a funny idea, but one issue with that would be the stream delay between what appears on my screen and everything. Not that I need it, thanks. See, I've never watched Fruits Basket either. Stella, you want to be a voice actress? Damn you, lag. Alright. My father had this passage constructed as an escape route in the event of a siege. Never did I dream I would one day use it to break into our home. Our men in the square have begun their feint, but they will not be able to hold out for long once Werner's men arrive.
Come.
We must move quickly. Is Fruits Basket the one with all the animal men? No, that's Animal Farm. That's a joke. It's like Ranma 1/2. What was I going to say about Ranma? Didn't they remake that, or are they remaking it? Ranma.
This bodeth ill.
I do not liken this. What's troubling you? It hath been too easy. Something is not right. I know the plan is sound. I believe that it should succeed. Yet still, something troubleth me, and I cannot reason it away. We would do well to listen to our instincts. They oft speak the truth. Is there anything you recall that gave rise to your suspicion? No, 'tis just that I feel like we are in deer being drawn into a hunter's trap. But our foe is a soldier, a man of war, and thou knowest his kind better than I. Soldier or beast, a hunter's instinct should never be ignored. I am grateful for the warning. Whatever may be, I shall stand in by thy side until this quest is complete. And I by yours. Let it be so. Aw, they're so cute. Couple of besties. If someone the opposite gender hugs you, you become your zodiac animal? Like Chinese zodiac animal? I guess I don't know enough about zodiacs. That's Gemini for you. Oh, this is the exit. Okay. Dragon was so cute. The guy turns into a seahorse right there on the street, and then the main character isn't phased at all, but yells, freshwater or saltwater? Freshwater or saltwater? Oh, it is Chinese? Okay. Monkey, rooster, dragon, rabbit, etc. That reminds me, like when I was a kid, we went to a Chinese restaurant with the extended family, and they had like Chinese zodiacs styled placemats.
You won't feel a thing.
And so everybody's looking at these placemats for their own zodiac to see what they are. And we're reading our little tidbits about them, and we asked my cousin what his was, and he didn't want to say. We're like, why not? And so like we did the math, and we figured out that he was a rat. He was super upset about it.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Chadwick, you're a tiger? You're just saying that because you're from Detroit. I don't know what Detroit has to do with anything. For some reason, I thought Tony the Tiger is from Detroit. The Detroit Tigers, is that a team? Galamoth, you're a dragon. Are you part of the Yakuza? Ufer, you're also a rat? My condolences. I don't know enough about the Chinese zodiacs to know what their silly little beliefs are. That's messed up. I used the salt attack and the slug wasn't weak to it.
This calls for
The battle is truly joined.
What next?
Wait, what the hell did he just do? I looked at chat. Gooey slug is viscous bile. Don't call a 21-year-old a baby. That's not a babby. They've been able to drink because it's Europe. Without horns, you're a horse. Makes sense. Horses don't have horns. You'd be good for horse grills? Nope, grills. Has to be a pretty big grill. The rat is the winner of race of the Chinese zodiac. Is that a pun? Rat race. Uber, you can tell us for sure it's just for fun and they don't really believe in it anymore. And we can trust you on that 100%. Source, some guy on the internet. Believe it!
my turn. I appreciate it. Really. Bring it on.
Oh, it is weak to that.
So sorry.
Horrible
Battle is
strike.
truly joined. My blade is
I honor thee, my quarry.
Didn't the tiger just go off in the middle of the race? Hubris thing? I guess I don't even know the story of the actual race. They have the year of the cat in Vietnam instead of the rabbit? Chadwick, the little bit of the story you do know comes from Fruits Basket? Chadwick, you're a liger? I understood that reference.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Now then,
Actually, maybe I didn't understood that reference. Are you making a liger reference to Zoids? Or Napoleon Dynamite and an alleged real Aminal? Lord of the Flies, it's Beelzebub himself!
stiletto of steel.
Global, you're born in the year the piece of crap? What year is that? (2020) Uber, the only thing the Zodiac serves is that there's different jewels to sell and also red underwear. Red underwear for the red envelope that you get your money in. I'm fighting against Skaven. Skaven!
A tempest comes.
What are rats weak to, guys? Fire?
Ignis Arctic.
Nope.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Glory to the horned one? I think without horns, would disagree.
A chorus of arrows.
Out of my way. Clutch.
Now then, I will cut you down.
Here we go.
Letting the hunt.
What are these things
begin.
weak to? Spear? Ah, light.
The hunt endeth.
The symbolism of colors in cultures has been something that's kind of interested me. Not that I've ever really done a super big deep dive on it. I just remember being a kid and my mom remarking on somebody wearing white after Labor Day and just me thinking that was the dumbest sounding thing I'd ever heard in my entire life at that point. I still don't entirely understand why that was a cultural faux pas. Fox pass. I reminded you, Katie? Without horns, you think that's dumb? Only a chav wears white after summer? Anyway. Only a short ways to go now. I thank you again for your aid, my friends. Today, Werner's reign of terror comes to an end. Reign of terror, do you call it? Strong and able rules, say we. Look out! What the?
Demons take thee.
Out of my way! Demons take them, but these two will not fall easily. He's dangerous, that one. Deal with him! Yes, Lord Werner, your lordship!
Well,
You're as easy to read as that lily-livered father of yours. As we speak, my men are squashing what remains of your diversionary farce in the town square.
Damn it.
Werner, but how did you... You gods, you really are your father's son, aren't you? It was immediately obvious the riot in the square was merely a distraction. All that hubbub to such little aim. It hardly required a scholar's deduction to determine where the main strike was to fall. What a feeble, flaccid scheme. Better you had burned down the entire city. Did concern for your fellow citizens hold you back? As though you had the latitude for such charity. You needn't answer. You can ponder your folly while you await your fate in our jails. I was worried we might run out of scoundrels for the pyres. Now, thanks to you, we'll have plenty for months to come. The people will be most grateful for the respite, I don't doubt.
Werner,
Rotten hell, you murderous brute!
do it.
Fire.
Spare us! We surrender!
Go! They all shot that one dude.
Someone stop them! God have mercy!
Is this my fate again? Must I stand by and watch helplessly?
I thought he was just aura farming.
Watch while those I swore to protect are cut down before me.
Sir Ulbrich, look out!
Damn it all!
Did he say Ulbrich? Ah, the unbending blade in the flesh. Unbending blade of... Where was it again? Your sovereignty escapes me.
Silence, you cur! I have sworn an oath to defend these people from your treachery.
Aye, he has the right of it. We'll protect them. Together.
Eyeball!
Erhard, what are you doing here?
It's Griffiths, sir.
Wellspring was out of danger. Found myself at a loose end. So here I am. Been a while, Werner. Or is it your lordship? Moved up in the world since we last met, you have.
Now here's a pair I never thought I'd see reunited.
A few moons ago, I'd have been as surprised as you are. But here we are, nonetheless. Two swords, standing as one. For friendship, and for those we would protect, the twin blades of Hornburg will fight together once more. Right, Ulbrich, you with me?
Shoulder to shoulder, old friend. That is why I wield this blade. Have at you!
What demons are they? My eyes can't follow their blades.
Stand and fight, you cowards, or you'll feel my blade! Well, what about the rest of you cravens? Better fancy your chances with them, or with me?
That's more like it.
Leave the lackeys to me. You go after Werner. He's not one to flee so easily. It's just buying time. For what the gods only know.
These men are ruled by fear and violence. The mind that yoked them can be spared no quarter. Thank you, Earhart. I leave this place in your hands.
Godspeed, my friend.
Hey, Sandy, nice to see you again. You just got back from work? Nice. Was your day good? If you don't mind me asking, what do you do? Let me catch up with you guys. It was good? What? Katie, I reminded you that you saw some dude in the store with his pants so low his entire underwear was visible? That's messed up. He was wearing pajamas as well? That's really messed up. The final boss of unemployment. Mao said, aside from the underwear thing, everyone wears white clothes on New Year's in Brazil. It is a tradition to go to the beach, launching small boats as offerings to the goddess of water. Still, you have a white dress, but it's way too cold to wear, so no. Well, do keep in mind that Mao is in Brazil, the southern hemisphere, so it's like summer for them on New Year's. Sandy, basically you serve nuts to people? Are you like a flight attendant? It does seem like a cool job, though, for real. Probably got to be pretty stressful standing so much, though. A shopping center. Oh, okay. So you're like a samples person. I love the samples employees. They give me free samples. Wait, so without horns, why are you bringing up the fact that at the end of the 90s, men wore Jinko jeans? Not really samples. The shop itself is a nut shop. Okay. That still sounds pretty cool. You got those really cool exotic ones like macadamia nuts? Oh, man. I could go for some chocolate-covered macadamia nuts right now. Damn it. Damn it. Now I really want some. But those aren't exactly something I can just get my hands on super easily anymore. Trying to remember the brand that I would always get, like Hawaiian's Finest, something like that.
Let us fight with honor.
You guys do have chocolate-covered macadamias? I'm jealous. They're expensive, though, at least over here. Galaboss, you've never felt less like you know what anyone was talking about in chat than tonight? It's been a wild night, hasn't it? Conversation's been all over the place.
The battle is truly joined.
Here goes nothing.
These dudes are weak to getting slashed in the face.
This calls for surgery.
Sandy, you'll tell me the price in 2 days. What currency do I want it in? Don't worry about it. If I wanted chocolate-covered macadamia nuts, I'd get them. But I try to not have snacks present, because then it's just a constant temptation to eat them.
Ignis Arctic.
Victory shall be mine. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Basically, when I buy things, I try to do it very intentionally. And unless something is completely non-perishable, I pretty much will only buy enough for, like, what I know I could immediately consume within the next week or so.
Let's see what you got.
Come in, if thou darest.
I won't have the temptation to eat it if I've already eaten it. That's the problem, I already have.
I will cut you down!
Here we go.
Pagans literally drown and burn the goddess of winter at the beginning of spring? That's pretty metal. You need to describe that as being the most metal tradition. True.
This calls for surgery.
Fascinating, isn't it? That the Golden Order... Oh, wait, no, this is Roger's. I can't do a Roger. A Roger.
Ignis.
The Golden Order was pliable enough to absorb practices that contradicted itself in the past.
Cursed witchery.
Here we go. This calls for surgery.
It took me this long to realize that my characters go Super Saiyan when I beef up their BPs. BP phone home. They're weak to daggers. Okay, I can use that.
I will cut you down!
Come in, if thou darest. The light is my friend.
Killing pagan gods is a Christian thing. It's also a Roman thing, isn't it? Sandy, time to get ready for 7 more days of shifts. Hey, stay sane for that. It's a Werner.
I'll make this
And the
quick.
sound effects are a little bit loud.
The battle is truly joined. Stiletto of steel.
Stiletto of steel.
Let in my
Wait, he
arrow
missed the other
fly
ones?
true.
He's not helping me.
Holy strike, striking true.
Be nice if I
Here
could
we go.
mute certain lines of dialogue, aka almost all of Honnet's.
What the?
Out of my way. Ignis Arctic.
Cursed witchery.
My turn. I appreciate it. Really.
All right.
Victory shall be mine. I will cut you down!
What next? Thou didst fight with courage.
With that horn, so get you wrong, Holy Strike striking true is pretty bad, but there might be a worse one in some other job. Yeah, that's my point. If I don't hear it, I would never know, and I could remain blissfully unaware. Stella, you have no culture?
Come on, I've got better things to do.
I still have evasive maneuvers
Victory
on.
shall be mine.
I'm still running into all these dudes, aren't we?
Letting my arrow fly and true. Holy strike, strike and true.
All right.
Stella, all those traditions sound cool because you have none? Oh no. If anything, you should see that as being a freeing thing, right?
Oh, time for a rest.
You're not bound.
Ignis Ardent.
Have at you. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Katie, the only other metal thing you can think of is that you call the moon the prince. Rune Hatchet by Gary Paulson. So that's for elemental stuff. Cool. I'll give her the Rune Hatchet because she uses more spells than axes.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunting.
Katie says, what about riding on a mobility scooter to Walmart? The rascals? That is truly the culture that we've grown accustomed to.
Out of my way.
Stella, you only go to Walmart to get your medication. You don't want to drive all the way over there unless you have to.
Ignis Ardent.
That's also part of our culture. We get the privilege, the freedom to live in unwalkable cities, and states, and counties. We are free from pedestrianism.
Holy strike, strike and true.
Bring it on. This calls for search. Here we go.
Chatter, for some reason, the way that you wrote Detroit just reminded me of the Jay-Z song. So now I'm thinking, like, what would the Detroit version be for in New York?
This calls for search.
The battle is true. I will cut you down.
Katie, you thought all Americans have to go to Walmart at least once a day and twice to McDonald's? Wait, I could have just skipped this entire quest, but I just walked out and then came in through the front.
Tut tut.
Tut tut.
Tut tut.
So we could rest if I needed to, but whatever. Pretty sure I went through that room, but it's gonna annoy me that it didn't double check. Here we go. Anyway. I took one step.
Victory shall be mine.
Fire and Dark Guardians.
Out of my way. My turn.
Here goes nothing. Cool off.
Come in, if thou darest.
Should try to capture one of these with Hornets.
My turn.
No, got him. Okay, cool.
And that's that.
Stella, you're complaining about driving like 7 miles. Sorry, 4 miles. I mean, miles can be pretty deceptive with how unfriendly the US's infrastructure can be to people. But I imagine that's probably not as much of an issue for you specifically, where you are.
That's enough, Werner. Your villainy ends here.
Villainy, eh? What a waste of a good sword.
What? What nonsense are you spouting now?
A warrior of your skill and repute serving as a glorified bodyguard for paupers and peasants. It isn't too late to find yourself a more worthy cause. Join me as captain of my guard. I will see that you are well compensated.
The flame take you and all you stand for. This sword would cut down 100 tyrants like you to protect the life of a single innocent and defenseless man.
Is that truly why you lug that steel around? For the sake of churls you hardly know? God's teeth, they grew fools thick and fast in that Hornburg of yours. Tell me, what harvest do you reap with your selfless valor? The gratitude of the rabble for aiming self-regard? You self-righteous oaf. The only cause a man needs is himself. Might is the one truth before which all things must yield. History has shown us this time and again.
What do you know of truth?
All I need to know. Or have you forgotten? You once wielded your sword for the sake of king and kingdom. How did that work out for you, eh, Sir Alberic? Your blade may be unbending, but did the man not break?
I cannot deny this. I failed both king and kingdom, and became a prisoner of my own past.
So why do you persist in this folly? Join me, and together we can.
But on this journey, I have learned something new. To protect someone is to gaze into the future with eyes unclouded.
What is this starry-eyed hogwash you speak?
To gaze into their future, and the world they would one day build. A bright future that we might share together. This is for what I fight. This is why I must protect those in need. Tell me, Werner, who stands by you? When you look to the future, who gazes with you over the bleak landscape that your might has seized?
Enough prattle, fool! My future is as boundless as my power and ambition. No one need stand with me, for I need no man.
You are deaf to reason because you have nothing of substance to protect. And so, it falls to my sword to speak the truth. I will not fail.
Hold on. Where did the horse come from?
What's the big idea?
And the horse you rode in on.
Letting the hunt.
Is this the secret weapon that Earhart said that my man's is about to go get? Because I was going to say I'm a little bit annoyed that this dude turned it tail and fled just so he could aura farm in front of the window in his room. Which, I mean, there's always a bit of a baller move to do, but it always annoys me that the big bad just doesn't hop in with a small fry or something to clean things up himself when the opportunity is presented to him. So, like, his chances of victory would have been way higher had he had his little archer dudes raining down on us from before. And I could forgive that if we had, like, artillery fire come from the off-screen at the end of every turn or something like that. Be diegetic at the first part of the story, but this part's a little bit lame for my super vampire-coded noble. Anyway, spell I hate dealing with other people driving. That's fair. Very fair. Got out of his Pokeball? Maybe. Wait, no. No, there's no Pokeballs. We're not going to get Nintendo. Shut up, Mao. What are you trying to do to me? Get me canceled by the Nintendos.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, so we cannot rain in arrows up on them. Izuku to Axis.
The battle is truly joined. The dog fights hard.
So maybe spears or daggers then.
Out of my way.
Damn, you hit super hard.
I appreciate it. Really.
Daggers.
Here we go. The best that I can buy.
Have at you.
Did that just cancel it out, but not for Ulbrich because he already has defense up?
This will help us.
Out of my way.
Nintendo stuck on their process with Pal World? It's just their lawyers. Nintendo doesn't really care.
I appreciate it. Really.
The battle is truly joined. I play his unwindhailed fight with us.
No, so all of the other things are magic that he's weak to.
Bring it on.
That is the nice thing about that Ulbrich skill for sure.
My turn.
So we could do lightning of him.
Tonight risk. Come in.
So he's weak to dark and light.
Holding back nothing. The light is my friend.
No wind. Okay. That was a heavy hit. And we have that stupid sad face thing on me.
Bring it on. Try this.
Now then.
What next? Yeah. A miracle indeed.
What's the big shucks?
Really like to turn off these skull dudes.
The best that I can buy.
Letting the hunt beginneth.
Nah, it's not worth using just yet. Use take aim.
Never missing.
The battle is truly joined. My blade is I wreak havoc upon thee!
Shucks.
What is this status effect called? Terror? I don't know. Alright, Mao, you have a good night. Take care. Sweet dreams.
Here goes nothing.
I see familiar faces.
Letting the hunt begin. Using this.
Now then. My blade is I wreak havoc upon thee!
I didn't try to steal from Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh. I forgot.
The battle is truly joined.
I didn't think about it. I'll never get whatever she had.
Use this.
Coming, if thou darest. A miracle indeed.
Out of my way. Let's do this!
Victory shall be mine. Out of my way!
Coming, if thou darest.
Bring it on. Try this. Here we go. Let's get down to work. The best money can buy.
Get our defenses back up.
Out of my way. Let's do this!
Let's do it.
Time to steal the show.
What next? Coming, cowering before the huntress.
Now then. My blade is I wreak havoc upon thee!
Got him with the ultimate for Ulbrich.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Cinematic finish by the War Master. By Orin Werner's Sword.
It is over. Now, before you die, tell me this. Why Hornburg?
The gate. The gate of Finis.
The what of what?
The gate of Finis lies in Hornburg. I had to have it.
You destroyed a proud and prosperous realm, led countless multitudes to their deaths, all for some gate? You thought that a price worth paying?
We all hold the worth of men and nations in different measure.
No, wait!
A sword to protect the weak. Look at this point, fool. It was made for killing, and you are a killer as much as I. I spit on your cause, your justice. I will not die by your sorry blade. No, I shall go out on my own terms. Rot in hell, false knight.
Damn, man, he was a hater to the end. Gotta respect it. Three days passed since the successful uprising. With the death of their lord, Werner's lackeys laid down their arms, and so peace and freedom returned to Riverford.
Hail!
Who goes there? It's just me, your old mate Reggie. Just wanted to say my thanks.
Well,
Ah, of course. Come in. Oh, you're here too, are you? You know each other?
Ha!
After you helped him in that alley off the square, we ran into each other. He told me where I might find you. Thank you for that, by the by.
Oh,
'Twas the least I could do, good sir. Besides, it's us what should be saying thanks. Hang me, but if you two ain't fetched up in our town, we're forever in your debt.
no.
We simply did what had to be done. It won't be easy, but we've started putting the pieces back together. Lord Harald's back in his rightful place, and we're going to bring everyone together again. Werner's reign left a lot of bitterness and hurt, but most of the wounds should heal with time and patience. Just so. Your fate and future in your hands once more. Exactly right, sir. And we're gonna make sure we do things proper from now on. Werner said before he died that every man measures the worth of lives and nations differently. For all his vices, the man may have a point. At the end of the day, I'm just a man with a sword, and nothing more. But I can wield that sword for a cause, for a future far greater than my own worth. Men like us, protecting those we care for is all we can do in this world.
I see.
Perhaps so. And yet, when I look through this window and see what we have wrought here, I know we've done enough.
How long has it been since I left? It's as if nothing has changed.
I caught him slipping.
Criven, sir! You always was quick as lightning, and you ain't slowed down none that I could tell.
Good thing, too. Else I might have had the tip of your blade sticking out my back right now.
Nay, could never get one over on you, sir. That's why I never hold back.
Then let's pray that it continues to be so. Still, you have been training hard, I see. You swing a heavier blade than before.
I do?
Aye, and quicker too. How fare the others?
Crivens, what am I thinking? I've got to run and tell the others you're back. They'll dance a jig to hear the news, I wager.
While pursuing the mystery left by Werner's dying words, I stopped over in my second home. Erhardt, likewise, returned to Wellspring. He had to go back, he said, and watch over those he'd sworn to protect.
I'm glad that Ulbricht's narrating his thoughts to some random person that is in his head.
When I found my answer, when I realized the cause I truly fought for, faces came unbidden to my mind. To all who need me, this oath I offer. Whenever my strength is needed, I shall come to where you are, and I shall wield my sword to protect you. I have much more to protect now than I did when my journey started. And I know that if I am to fulfill my vow, I must grow stronger still.
Hang me, but the boy spoke true. It's Sir Ulbricht in the flesh. Sir Ulbricht!
Welcome home, sir.
It's good to be back.
To protect those in need, with Werner defeated, Ulbricht something something something. Ulbricht been... Alright guys, looks like we've completed Chapter 4 for Ulbricht. We've learned that the Gate of Finis is something that Werner was after, so at least that does have some lead into what was going on with Darion's quest, so that is a little bit nice. So now that makes me wonder if Red Eye has some connection to the Gate of Finis, because it did bother me that Red Eye just seemed to appear and people just took it as some kind of natural monster rather than some kind of weird supernatural calamitous type being. But I don't know. So that does make me a little bit more curious to see what is going to come with the other chapters 4. So we have that to look forward to. And I think tomorrow we will continue with Alphonse, because he's my other party member, so we can continue to level up the ones in our party. Although maybe I should probably switch out for Ophelia soon here. So Anyway, folks, thank you all for joining me. As always, we'll be going live again at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.